And welcome into On the Go. You know, you go on the go to see wonderful things, and right in your own backyard is probably one of the most unique things in all of Alabama, and that's the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Not only is it a beautiful garden and building, but on the inside, some of the best performances you'll ever see in the Southeast, maybe even the entire United States of America. Our guest today is Andi Martin, and Andi, you are the Marketing and Sales Coordinator for Shakespeare.
Yes, sir.
And first of all, we want to thank you people for having Shakespeare in our community.
Oh, well, thank you. It's such a wonderful introduction. So.
That's right.
Well, thank you.
You know, when I bring people from out of town to Montgomery, because a lot of times perception is, oh, going to Montgomery, Alabama, okay, what's there? One of the off factors is pull into Shakespeare.
Yes.
And they see the building.
Yes, it is really something. You're, going through this beautiful park,
yes.
and then just out of nowhere you see this monstrous, wonderful building, and it's just magical.
And you've just celebrated your 30th anniversary?
Yes, this is our 30th anniversary season. So we actually begin with Driving Miss Daisy.
Great.
So that'll be a wonderful production. Greta Lambert, as you all know and love her,
yes.
will be the wonderful Miss Daisy. And we actually have 8 shows this season. Christmas Carol, which is the River Region Christmas classic.
Amen.
So Rodney.
Is that going to start right after Thanksgiving?
Yes. Yes, it will. Rodney Clark. It will return as Mr. Scrooge.
Good.
So.
And that's one that's okay for children.
Yes, absolutely. There is a little bit of supernatural. We do have Jacob Marley.
Yes.
But everything it's friendly. It's wonderful.
Good.
Then in the spring we actually have the Cinderella in the Octagon. That will be our children's show.
Is that right? In the Octagon?
Yes.
Close up and personal.
Close up and personal.
Yes.
So if you are a big fan of magic and Big Dreams, that is the show for the little ones.
Good.
And then Ain't Misbehavin' is our jazz review.
Wow.
So the music of Fats Waller, big jazz and a little bit of swing for the Harlem Renaissance. Then this March, which we are very excited about, is actually a world premiere of White Lightning.
Wow.
So the title may give you an inkling.
Is that a Southern Writers Project thing?
That is.
Okay.
Yes, very good. And that is by playwright Elizabeth Gregory Wilder, who is a Mobile native. So this is an Alabama play.
Born and bred.
Born and bred, yes.
And about, just about.
Yes, just about. And it's a wonderful story about a young man who kind of starts out not making the best decisions. But as the story progresses...
Kind of resemble that.
I somehow doubt that.
We'll get into that,
And as the story progresses, we learn a little bit that he is trying to outrun the revenuers.
Of course.
And we know historically, as they are getting their cars faster and faster, you actually have the birth of NASCAR. So it's something I think our patrons wouldn't normally expect as far as subject, but I have to tell you, it's one of the, I think, more exciting plays this year, especially since it did come through our Southern Writers Project, and it is an Alabama playwright, and like I said, it's a world premiere, so it's something that's never been seen or done before.
Well, that's neat.
Yes.
Wow.
Then we'll have the Comedy of Errors.
Yes.
And of course, Shakespeare, if you have the Comedy of Errors, equally as wonderful is the Midsummer Night's Dream, which will be in April. And then finally, this summer musical spectacular will be Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Okay. You know, the nice thing about it is a lot of people might say, well, I don't know if I want to go see Midsummer Night's Dream, or a big Shakespeare fan, but you have been able to take just different types of productions and bring them in to suit everybody's tastes.
Yes.
And to get them exposure to Shakespeare.
Yes, and I think in general, theater is such a wonderful experience. You can go in with a room full of strangers, and then you have these shared experiences. You laugh together, you cry together,
Yes.
and then you leave with an all-new group of friends.
And if, we'll let our viewers know, if they've never been there, it's a fabulous, but a very intimate. We had the pleasure of being there for Michael Bolton when he performed here as a benefit for Shakespeare. And it was just kind of like Michael and I are kind of sitting together and he's singing to me, you know?
Yeah.
That's how nice and close, and there's not a bad seat in the house, as the saying goes.
No, there's not.
Great. To get tickets, you go to asf.org.
asf.net.
.net, okay.
And you're welcome to call the box office. They are open Monday through Saturday, 12 to 5.
Okay.
And one of our agents will be glad to take care of you.
Yeah, and you can get tickets for the entire season.
You can.
Or you can pick a few that you just want, right?
You can, and actually there are wonderful benefits of being a member.
Good.
That includes you're not going to pay any of our transaction fees. You're not going to pay an exchange fee, which can be upwards of $10. So if you're planning to see a show 8 months down the road, and you know, life happens and we understand
Right.
that, but as a member you can call us in exchange for free. So that's a
Wow.
wonderful benefit in addition to discounted tickets.
Sure.
So
And you're supporting Shakespeare.
you are.
That's the important thing, because like I say, it doesn't just happen from the performances. We need support from the community also.
That's absolutely true. And
Good.
you know, little known fact, it's actually one of the 6th largest Shakespeare festivals in the world.
Neat.
So you're really
Neat.
part of something global and
Great.
pretty spectacular.
Well, thank you, Andi. And just remember this, the 30th anniversary, they've been doing something right if they're around for 30 years. It's spectacular. Go. Your children and your grandchildren really love this, and it gives them a good exposure to the arts. We'll be right back right after this.